nowadays there's a lot of pressure in skateboarding, and I feel like some of the pros nowadays, when they do retire, it takes a weight off of them, and they skate better than they did before. You know, it's like that weight.
Yeah.
But did you guys back then, like blind video days, stuff like that, was there any pressure involved with any of that stuff?
Just self-imposed pressure.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just self. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So there wasn't like, hey, we're gonna film this video.
Listen, I went through insecurities like any other skateboarder.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm hanging out with Gons. I'm never going to be that good, and I'd get down on myself. And if I don't learn all the tricks, does that mean I suck? I mean, I went through pockets of that.
Right.
I think everybody did.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're your own worst
degrees.
critic, right? They always say that. So
You know, but this is 30 something years ago.
yeah.
You know, like it's just a different person.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like decades ago.
What was it like filming back then? Like, how long did you film blind video days for? Like there was
Not that long.
like what, a couple
Or
months?
you'd be filming something and go like, I'm hungry, let's go eat. Like it wasn't like, you didn't set up filming like a movie scene.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, not like how it is now.
Yeah,
There's
you
like,
would just, go skate and Spike would be there or somebody else would be filming. Guy would film or I would film. Pastress filmed some stuff
Yeah.
Amazing.
for video. It was just
Yeah.
like, just the friends hanging out and not a lot of, I mean, there certainly was like, I want to get good tricks. And even Mark had that discipline as sort of beautifully aloof as he is. He was also very disciplined.
Well, and there was like, he would go out at night too. So there's a lot of night footage that had to have been set up
part,
and like, let's
man.
go, you know.
For sure.
At the end part where he does the double kink Santa Monica rail,
Oh,
which
wow.
is in 1991. I mean, that was a gnarly handrail. He's wearing the same clothes. He got all that stuff the last few days of filming.
Wow.
Where he does that front side 50-50 and then he goes to front side board slide on the next
Yeah.
bench.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
that
yeah,
gap.
Amazing.
I've always wondered where that underground was. I wanted
He
to
does
skate that.
all
so
that
bad.
stuff like in the last few days.
Wow.
And then he ollies up the bench and then does the board slide to front side, shove it out,
Yep.
and then ollies over the extension cord.
Dude.
So I had to plug a light in. All that,
Levels,
like
bro.
it's jazz. It's improvisational.
Right.
It's so loose,
Love
and
that.
just like he's winging it.
Yeah.
I like that type of skateboarding. That's
Yeah.
always been. I've always been fond of that because it's not like you're not thinking of that. You're going out and you're just kind of just flowing with the breeze. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Like, hey, I
that's-
want to
that's
skate
smart.
this spot.
Yeah, that's
I
smart.
don't know. We're going to set up a little light, but I don't
Yeah.
know really. We're going to prop some benches
Yeah.
up and
Because sometimes it like
Have a
it,
session.
It,
Yeah,
it
that's right.
backfires when you think about something so much. Like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
what I mean, like you don't really sometimes don't get that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
going out and just fucking carefree, I love that shit.
Yeah, that's definitely Mark for sure.
Mark Gonzalez, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the times back then.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my era, like
Yeah.
starting in 91 and growing up and seeing all this stuff happen. And again, it was happening so quick.
How old
I
were
mean,
you in 91?
15.
15.
Yeah. Kind of started late
Okay.
skateboarding, but everything was happening so fast. It was like blind video, plan B,
Yeah.
another plan B
That
video. It
window-
was like
imagine
crazy.
Imagine 86, or like imagine 85, like boneless is over, like parking lot curbs and like
Fucking hand plants, and
hand
ho-hos.
plants and like like layback slides on banks, like rad kind of old school skating. The window between that and Costin doing switch 360 flips is tiny.
Yeah.
100%.
Is that gnarly? Like from the 40s to the 60s, because people were skateboarding in the 40s, in the 50s, planks, roller skate wheels, whatever. Like from the 50s or 60s, like it was such a massive
Yeah.
window of no progression,
Yeah, totally.
and then a tiny window with crazy amounts of progression.
Yeah, that early 90s.
Oh yeah, early 90s. Those videos, those Plan
Late
B
80s,
videos
early
that would
90s.
come out. I mean, there was and then another one would come out.
Did
You're
you
just
see
like,
the
what?
Vision videos the Vision promo videos that Mark put out in the 80s?
I never saw those.
The airport banks. Grant has a lot of photos there. There's the curb on top. 1986. Mark is doing like alley-oop lip slides on that thing. Like Goofy Foot, your Goofy Foot. Like a backside, you go up front side, but what is that, a 270 or whatever?
270,
You do
yeah.
a backside like 3, and then you lip slide and come in.
That's amazing.
Mark's doing this stuff in 1986. He's doing kick flips on street boards.
It's insanity.
He's doing front side board slides on curbs for days.
Yeah, I remember
You know what I
seeing,
mean? Like in 19 and like that was where did that come from?
all those contests that were happening at that time too, like Savannah Slammer and Holiday Havoc. I think in Savannah Slammer he was doing some shit that I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Did a switch method grab off the
Yes,
jump ramp.
that's what it was.
I'm not watch
Bro.
this stuff when we're
Yeah,
done here.
No, that's true.
Mark Gons goes up to the jump ramp and he's riding backwards
Yeah.
and grabs like it would be a stale fish.
And it looks
And
comfortable.
he does a switch method air off the jump ramp. Nobody commented on it because nobody knew what it was.
So, well, just keep going.
Like,
yeah.
like it looked like a backwards, like he was rolling up to the ramp backwards, and it was technically a switch early grab method air off the jump ramp.
Super comfortable, man.
In the 80s, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I rode up to the thing backwards and grabbed the board with the wrong hand and I did it backwards? That would be fun.
That was
And he probably never did it again and never did it before that.
Oh yeah, it's
That
first
was
time ever
Mark, right?
trying
You
it.
know what I mean? And it was just so ahead of its thing, like it didn't even register
wow.
when Mark did it. You know what I mean?
And are you watching these videos? The video when it comes out, you weren't
Yeah.
there. So
I
the
went to
contest
my
happens.
local shop had these videos.
The VHS
The
tapes.
VHS
And you would
tapes.
just sit there
yeah.
on some dingy couch and you'd watch the VHS tape and just like, yeah.
And so what I'm saying is, so you're watching it months after it happened, like live.
Possibly a year. I don't know
year,
how fast
yeah.
these videos like
Oh,
these.
that's
it's
right.
It's
No,
probably like a year or 2
no
years.
instant exposure or gratification.
So you're in there watching this shit that's been done a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are tripping on it
Yeah.
then, and you're just
Yeah.
tripping on it now.
Getting to
But
us
that's
then. Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
I think there's a photo Grant may have taken it when Mark is 14 and he's got braids in his hair, I think. And he's 14 years old and he's riding for Alva at the time. And he has a board that has no nose. And it's it's like a block about that high, like a bench about that high. And he ollied up to it and did just like a front side pivot on it. And it's a rad photo looking up, I think.
okay.
So that would have been like 1984. Mark was ollieing up and doing like pivot stalls on benches,
Wow.
Crazy.
Man.
Damn.
Anyway,
Skating-
and Nadas could ollie over things, and he was the first one I saw to do a 1 foot ollie.
Oh,
People
wow.
call those ollie north.
Ollie
north.
I never heard that. Is it an ollie north?
It was an
I
East
mean,
Coast
I
thing.
definitely heard Ollie North for sure.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just a 1 foot ollie.
Yeah.
I heard. Well, I grew up with it 1 foot, but
And
then
now
I,
it's ollie
I would
north.
hear north.
Because
as
what are you
well.
putting your foot up in the north?
But what if you're going south? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
The back foot.
Yeah.
It should be west or east.
Yeah.
Because the foot goes right out front.
Right.
It doesn't go to the north
That's very true.
unless you have a weird looking 1 foot ollie. You know what I mean?
At the time, like
It's more like a karate.
Yeah.
What was that, Raj?
Those were fun.
at that time, Ollie North was on trial, I believe.
Oh, we said at that time Ollie North was on trial.
Oliver North.
Oliver North. At the Iran, was it Iran Contra? or
Oh,
something?
Oliver North.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did that have to do with
have to do with
your
skateboarding.
skateboard
Yeah.
where you ollie?
No idea.
We would have named this 1 foot. Hey, who knows? He didn't have 1 foot.
It took
Oh.
on a name.
You know what
last
should have been on trial? The pressure flip.
Oh. Did you ever get into the?
Never did it.
Thank
I had
you.
a pressure
Me neither.
flip. Oh, I had a pressure
Yeah,
flip
I went to
phase.
the phase too.
Pressure flip was like the gluten-free kickflip.
I mean,
Pressure flip was
Let's
like
put
the
it this way.
it was like the vegetarian kickflip.
there was
Like, why do a pressure flip when you can actually hit your tail?
It's more of
and
a
pow.
Yeah.
There's no pow.
You couldn't pow with
There's-
the pressure flip.
it's a
The
scoop.
pressure flip is powless.
Yeah, it's
it's
powless.
sans pow.
I do know what I saw a good one. Cater did one in his last little Adidas part that just came out.
Oh, yeah?
Best pressure.
He
flip-
powed it?
Yeah,
He kind of
There's
pounded
some-
it.
there
There
is
is
some-
like,
but-
Like it was the first time I ever seen that.
But when
I
the
was
pressure flip came, sorry, but when the pressure flip came into town, it was just one of those tricks you just learned it really quick, and it was just an easy thing. It took no energy.
You had a good one,
Yeah.
huh?
And
I bet you had a good one.
I would do like pressure flip to manuals and like stuff like that because it was just one of those things you could just bust it out.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. All right.
But it did make its appearance, and it did leave just as quickly.
It
as
did.
came.
It kind of came
but
and
they're
went.
still here.
They're
again,
still
you
here.
know,
Like,
they-
they're
coming
still
back,
random.
yeah.
Everything's
They're coming
acceptable
back.
these days.
But you-
almost.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
You brought up a good point. There is no pow, or there
No.
hasn't been any pow in that trick for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
There's a few
possible.
people.
You're talking about Cater.
Kaner is the only one I saw recently. Do you know, John? Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
saw it.
I didn't see that, but I've seen some of that kid's footage.
It's incredible.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Truly.
He's amazing.
So I thought it was cool to see that. Finally, when you watch someone do something good, you're like, oh wow, that's the way it was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
I've been trying to.
I can accept that one.
Yeah.
Have you had Stevie Williams on this show?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch that
He's
episode.
great.
That's
Love
great.
Stevie.
We're talking about Pow and Pop.
Oh, he should be in the same sentence as
No
that.
doubt.
Pow
Yeah,
and Pop.
Yeah.
The Love Park stuff.
Oh my god!
Right? What's the footage where he does the switch, pop, shove it?
He just wants
And then he pushes up and does, what is he? He does something, a grind after that on one of
It
the,
might have been the chocolate video.
Oh, maybe.
but like he's just pushing to go to the store to get eggs. He does a switch, pop, shove it. Am I mistaken?
No.
Roger. He does a
100%.
switch, pop, shove it that's like 5 feet high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has that slow, relaxed push.
Yep.
And he does a switch, pop, shove it that's
Yeah.
literally so tall.
Mm.
And then he does that slow, confident, relaxed push. It does it, and he's just flowing like he owns the world around him.
Oh.
Well, that's what's great about that footage too, is that like you could tell in the footage he has no idea what he's gonna do.
That's what I'm
Because you're
saying.
like, he starts pointing over. So I'm gonna go over there, and you're like,
he
how
had
is-
that he had that improvisational vibe.
Yeah.
Like it didn't seem like he had planned out the line.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Like that looks good. All right,
Yeah.
let me push. And the guy's still filming him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. Come over there. All right. Oh yeah, maybe I'll try that. That loose, confident, improvisational thing. I love that.
And the
He had
filmers,
it.
the filmers being improvisational as well,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you have to just
Where do I go?
you're
Where
not
is
in
he-
front
where's
of
he
them,
gonna
you're
go?
not in
Where's he
back of
gonna
them.
go?
You just have to
I
follow.
love talking
them.
about skateboarding.
Oh, it's the best.
It's the best.
Where's that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
It's on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your
left.
left.
Hey,
Yeah.
hit
Right
that
there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of.
It's like right here?
Kind of.
Like
yeah,
right
and the
there?
subscribe's like over to the left.
It's like right over there. All right.